Hi everyone, Death Stimulator here. So, we're having a bit of an issue. That ship, that brig sailing away from us is my starting ship that I started this fight in. We ran into a slight issue capturing this Mercury, where I was getting shot, and the Mercury wasn't dying because its men kept coming back to life. It went from 7 to 10, and then back down to 5, and then up to 8. And as soon as I boarded it, as soon as I succeeded in overpowering its crew, I switched to capturing it, because I thought that I might have a better chance in it than the Navy brig. Clearly not. Looks like both ships will sink. And then the Navy brig started sailing away. And our Mercury isn't responding at all. So this is rather amusing. Naturally, I'll be putting in a bug report about this, but I thought I'd just put this at the start of the video because it is hilarious. Yeah, we have nothing. I don't know, we might benefit from having our pump repaired, maybe? I doubt it, though. I mean, every single enemy ship is shooting at us. I have no... And this will be a good example to have a look at and see what happens when you get sunk and your main ship gets sunk when you're versing enemy ships. So yes, we ended up getting stuck in the middle of a frigate and a surprise and a snow and a Mercury. And the opportunity came up that I could board the Mercury, and we'd lost all our repairs, we were getting bombarded, so I thought, okay, best to switch up. And then it was a much longer battle than I expected, and we just kept getting pounded by the frigate and the surprise command, who have succeeded in sinking us, essentially, which is really, really annoying. I had kind of hoped a little bit that we might be able to get out of here, but no chance. Also, really kind of annoyed that that's, like, the Navy brig's an enemy ship, so even if we sink in this, we're probably not even going to get away with having, like, the Navy brig survive it or anything, which is fair enough. Like, we did leave the ship, but a very strange scenario. Right, make sure we get it in the picture for the bug report. This is major, and it's only gameplay. Self-sailing ship. And the description is, after boarding and capturing a ship, starting ship, switched sides and sail itself. I can't really think of anything more technical I can put in for them, so hopefully that'll get the message across. Alright, so we'll leave and see actually what happens in this exit screen. Presumably it's going to kick us to the nearest port. Yeah, it looks like it. Yep. Wow, what a golden... Where does it even come up with that number? We did damage to ships. We grape shot at that ship a bit. That's... Wow. Sorry, we were using double shot on the other ships for a little bit, and I know we didn't shoot anyone towards the end, but that's nuts. This is... So the one above it is the match where we... yesterday's episode, where we were running away, and we got... we just fired a few chain shots at them. And then this episode, we shot people, we got goal, we, hit them with grape shot, we boarded their ship. That's nuts. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. See? And, hopefully we'll get something decent to watch. Alrighty, so we took a little bit of a break, and we've logged back on after our rogue ship departed. I wish I'd started recording a little bit sooner, because we actually took damage while in port. So I logged off in port. It's the last thing you guys would have seen. And when I've come back to it, our ship was damaged. I repaired it without thinking, and then remembered, well, hang on. we just lost our ship. Why do we need to repair? So anyway, I had to send another bug report through, which is good, I guess. I mean, that sort of thing, it's really hard to, I guess, nail down what it is. Like, what would cause that? Is it memories from... Is it kind of the game remembering we took damage? Like, it was a lot we had to repair, so it's like, is it transferring the damage that we took before we lost our ship in the previous battle? Potentially. I honestly have no idea. In the meantime, we're going to keep sailing. And head east and then north. See what we can find. There's our favourite pig-shaped cloud. There's another one. Oh, wait, there it is again. And there was another one I saw. Oh yes, this kind of looks like a train. Smokestack. Like an old school steam train. Rounded front. Yeah. I swear, sailing for hours on end doesn't get boring at all. But certainly thankful this isn't a job that I have to do. Like, literally sailing a ship. I mean, you know, to a degree, there's enjoyment that you get from sailing. I've done a little bit. Not enough to, know anything, but I've done a little bit, and it's fun. But doing it for months, years on end, and very little breaks, does not sound like my idea of fun. But that's people's idea of fun. Good for them. We all have different ideas. We all have different things that we enjoy, and it's really good to. It's a really good thing. If we were all exactly the same, it would be dull. There'd be no original ideas. But it's the way our ideas interact with each other that produces some of the best things in the world, like this game. The idea of running a simulation is kind of an older idea, but it's only more recently that we've had kind of more inventive simulations, I guess. I mean, farm simulator, train simulator. They're novelties. And it's wonderful that such things exist, really. And it's wonderful that... Anyway, whatever. I'm just blathering. As usual. So, our goals today are not to sink. Okay. I guess this entire area is shallows. So yeah, we don't want to sink. Easier said than done. We'll have to be careful and have a better idea of our surroundings before we enter battle, because we keep getting jumped. You know, we're entering a battle and then more ships are dropping in, and we're losing. So we don't want to do that. We also want to avoid joining a losing fight. We don't want to join the losing team. From now on. You know, we've made the mistake occasionally of jumping into battles that are even or like slightly... Sorry, I shouldn't say even, because then we join either side. We've jumped into battles where we've joined the losing side, wanting to balance it out in favour, and of course, like that was yesterday, we ran into the Renomi, or however you pronounce it, and it ate us in basically one broadside, because it was directly in front of us when we spawned and had a full load of double shot ready. Is this going to let me through? Yes? No, we're going to have to go around. Fantastic. Quite surprised the Navy Brig can't make it through. I mean, I guess it's got a bit of a deep draft. I don't really want to have to run all the way out and around, but I think we will. I'm going to check. I'm going to check before we have to go all the way out and around. Just this area looks like it's not going to let us through. Nope. Alright, around we go. I've been here before, actually. I remember the wind was... No matter how I tried to do it, the wind was constantly pushing us back. Or we're going very slowly. And so it took me ages to get out of here. Now I remember why I'm not so keen on this location. Just that reef. Or sandbar, I should say. Actually, it's probably not a reef. Or it might be. I don't know, I mean, that's a high volcanic island. And this is presumably part of it? I mean, I don't know exactly which island we're on, so I'm just assuming. I am not familiar enough with the Caribbean's, I guess, island formations either. A little bit more familiar with the Pacifics, but not much. Okay, so we're not going back to the capital. Just reading some of the chat. The Dutch are there. Nope. Not having anything to do with Denmark Norge today. We value the last remaining life on our ship. And while I did say that I was going to work hard to steal all their ships, we'll start that when we're using the links again. I don't want to actually risk a reasonable ship. If we can find... Ooh, a snow. Hello. I was about to say, if we can find a snow, I might try to actually capture it. And that is perfect, a French snow. Of course, keeping our eyes out, that looks like another sail past there. Oh dear. That is a scary fleet. Fortunately, though, I doubt they will interfere in a smaller scuffle. The trick will be how on earth I'm going to do enough damage to the snow in order to board it. So we'll have to use single shot. We'll have to get shots off against the rear, reduce their armor, they'll rebuild it, then we reduce the armor again, they'll rebuild it, then we'll reduce the armor again, and hope they don't sink. That's the trick. I've sunk now a dozen ships, trying to board them by reducing their armor so the grape works. And almost every single time, they've ended up sinking. And I feel that's like the biggest problem. Against players, it's not such a big issue because the player is probably going to get into survival mode, and so the ship will stay up even though their armor's down and they've got leaks. Whereas the AI, as far as I know, don't go into survival mode at all. And so once they've got a section of armor down and have used their repairs, they're just going to go down. And well, at least that's the experience I've been having with them. You know, their side armor's still mostly intact, only the rear armor's down and they just drop into the water. So we're going to use single because single shot, or standard shot, whatever you want to call the standard ball shot. Just reduce their armor down and then start using the grape. Also, single shot kills a lot of people. I've personally, based on how things have been going recently, single shot all the way. Single shot kills more people than grape's going to do. Unless... I didn't think there'd been a patch. There may have been. I do have this set up on auto download, though. So, and I never check the forums for patch notes, which I really should. Alright, we can just ignore the trader, Brig, of course, because they have no guns. And we can advance on this snow. Oh, we don't actually have to do too much to them because their crew's less than ours. That's good. I hadn't actually realised that. I thought the snow had more crew. Okay. For some reason I thought the snow had like 180. Maybe a crew rebalance? Because they brought in a few new ships. What did they bring in? They brought in the Mercury, which I think has an extra gun on the snow. I think it's got 12 guns. Actually, we've got 9, so it probably has 10. So it might actually be the bridging class between the Navy Brig and the Snow. Which is fine. I like the Mercury. Seems like a really solid ship. We were inadvertently trying to capture one the other day, just to avoid sinking. And yeah, would have been good to get a course, but that's the way it goes. I guess for me the biggest worry is if they take out our guns too quickly. So as you can see, after one broadside doing a little bit of damage, we have lost at least 2 guns. I don't know what they're giving the AI, but I would like some, please, because it seems very effective. Some sort of performance-enhancing shots. Anyway, we're just going to go for a board, really, as quickly as possible. I'm confident that we will win. Pretty sure we've got musket training, or firing handbook, or musket handbook, whatever the upgrade is. So it makes our firing more effective, which is overall going to be much more beneficial to us. Yeah, there we go. Sure, we're going to be low on crew, but that's alright, we've captured the Snow. And the Trader Brig won't really present much of a problem for us. That's very fortunate, of course. A drawn-out battle would have just been awkward. Based on the amount of damage we're doing with our standard ball shot there, we probably would have run the risk of actually sinking the Snow before we could break it properly. And to be honest, I wouldn't want that. I would not want to sink this at all. Looks like we'll probably have about 40 crew left by the end of this. If we're lucky. So, yeah, we'll be alright, but we probably will have to leg it if anything nasty shows up. Wonderful. So, 45 crew left. And now we just need to capture that brig, which is of course upwind of us. Capture it or kill it. It'll depend on the crew. Nope. Oh, okay, cool. British player, that's fine. That is fine, as long as they don't touch any of my stuff. I guess they can have the Trader Brig if they want. 60, yeah, I'm going to be shooting it. If they try to get my Snow, though, I am not going to be happy. How strange, I did not think there were that many British ships in this area. I guess we're up near the British version of Isles? I'm fairly certain we're on the eastern fringe. actually get reasonable range on the cannonades. Let's see if he's polite enough to ask to engage. I guess it's not really required, but I prefer it when people do. And nope. Absolutely not. That I definitely appreciate him asking. I would not have been impressed had he just taken it. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Yes, no, we are not in a position where we can really afford to give away reasonable ships, especially ones that I plan on using. We have been somewhat frivolous with our money in the past, and certainly been frivolous with our ship lives, durability, what have you. Yeah. So you actually get so, as we saw at the end of the last battle, money seems completely random. I don't know what causes, what kind of goes into calculating that. But yeah, no, I'm not impressed with the income that we've received from some of the matches. Other times it's been perfectly fine. But yeah, getting under 100 despite, you know, capturing a ship, doing a bunch of damage to other ships. Probably switch up to some double, hopefully. That'll be a little bit more effective. Not see where those shots went at all. Oh, I may have put them through the sail. This is the particularly painful part of the match, of course, where due to having no crew, everything we do takes an age. Something I just thought of as well. I wonder if your allies hitting you keeps you in a match. I can think of occurrences very much along the lines of essentially tripping your ally, taking their sails out so you can escape. Not that I would engage in such behaviour or condone it. However, I am curious as to whether that is possible at all. It looks like we're a little bit stuck in a switch up our sailing to, switch up to sailing. Try not to run over the links. No. No, I do not speak German. I can understand a little bit of it if people speak very slowly and use lots of hand gestures. I am sadly a very typical English-speaking Westerner, in that I do not speak another language. And I, at least for the most part, don't seem to really have any affinity for doing so. And yes, I mean, with a lot of hard work, I'm sure I could. As I believe probably anyone can. It is just a matter of time and dedication. Which I am very much lacking in. I guess not so much the time faction, as of course I'm sitting here playing a video game, but certainly the dedication. Well, it shouldn't be too much longer until we sink this trader brig. Though it's still not looking like it's taking on too much water. I say, I think it'll be very cool once they get trading implemented. That should be rather helpful, especially to newer players, being able to get some money with kind of low-ish risk. But I imagine that that's quite a way off. There we go. Alright, decent bit of damage. What we'll probably do after this is pop back to English Harbour, because I don't really fancy continuing on in our Navy brig at this time. I'd actually quite like to switch up to the Snow. I'm definitely not going to board them. That would be the quickest way to lose the Navy brig. I don't believe I've ever seen somebody win when they had less crew than the person they were boarding. I mean, you know, logistically that doesn't even make sense, really. I'm sure it did happen, particularly if you're boarding a trader vessel. Yes, spy indeed. It's probably a bit rude of me to drop out, but I'm anxious to send this to, where are we sending it? English Harbour. So we've got a few ships we can sell there that'll net us a little bit of money. I think the biggest thing we'll want actually is cannons. Decent cannons. We probably should have repaired ourselves a little bit first. Yes, wasted free repairs there. Ah, well. Anything interesting happening in the world? Does not seem to be so. Alright. Oh, nope, wrong action. So we're going to teleport home. And then what I'll probably do is take a bit of a break again. And maybe end the episode there. Unless there's anything particularly interesting happening around the home ports. Well, 40 seconds, you know. So, in general, apart from a few very odd occurrences, which I'm sure are predominantly related to bugs, the game's been going rather smoothly. Things are good. Still no map, of course, as is asked many times on a daily basis. There is a community map available through the forums. I don't really use it. I tend to just literally use Google Maps and just navigate my way around the Caribbean that way. It's fairly straightforward. Most of the ports still have the same names, which is very cool. I'm a big history fan, of course, so seeing that kind of connection is quite wonderful. Anyway, we're going to pop into English Harbour and see what we've got. What we can sell. Oh, that's right, we captured those privateers. Yes, not particularly good privateers. Wow. Hang on, let's have a look at the equipment at least. Okay, medium 6-pound cannons. That may be useful. Sorry, that money is not worth the damage they did to us to capture them. That's slightly more reasonable. I guess the other one was a pure common, and that one's got some upgrades. But yeah, do we want to hang on to that? We could have some fun with the privateer. It would certainly be a good scouting ship we could run around and... Actually, yeah. We could just do a bit of hunting. Okay, so we need to equip the musketry handbook, because it's basically what we want. So, put those aside. Put the 18-pound carronades in. Navy Brig is going to have a little bit of a break. And we'll look at taking out the snow. Snow's pretty solid. So that's the best that they can do on that deck. They can go one better on the lower deck. I don't believe there is a 7-pound standard cannon. Sorry, a Class 7 cannon? No, there's only the only Class 7 weapon is the carronades 18-pound. Or whatever the... Yeah, 18-pound. So I guess we'll leave it with 6-pounders. The carronades were fun. Oh, you can't put the... having some glitches there. Cannot put the 4-pounders there. What's the highest carronade we could put on the lower deck? Carronade 12. I mean, it's been going fairly well for us. So yeah, we might actually switch up both. So we will put...
Yes. Yes. £18 and £12. That all seems relatively acceptable. Bit of extra stern planking, musketry handbook, of course, and magazine armour. Alright, and now we can stick our ship outside nervously and take a peek around. However, we'll leave that for tomorrow's episode. In the meantime, it's been Death Stimulator. Thanks very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do let us know. And please consider liking, commenting, favouriting, or subscribing, as your support does mean the world to me. I'll see you all next time.